Hi everyone, Catastrophe here. This is going to be a small walkthrough video of Ethan Must Die, or not so small actually. It'll contain 2 playthroughs just so I can show you guys several situations and how I get through it all. The reason to why I'm making this video is someone asked me the other day if I have any good tips and tricks about how to get through Ethan Must Die. I get these questions from time to time about the RE series, so I figured why not make a video where I kind of break it all down and talk about some of the things and strategies that I've learned. I hear that Ethan Must Die is probably one of the toughest trophies to get in RE7, so yeah, hopefully my tips and tricks will make it a more pain-free experience. So the goal of Ethan Must Die is to make it to the greenery, or the greenhouse, where you have to fight Marguerite, just like in the main game, but in order to get there you have to get through the mansion, which has a ton of monsters. It's chock full of monsters, it's chock full of traps. Even the loot boxes and the loot crates sometimes contain traps, so you have to be really careful. Basically anything that can get you will get you if you're not careful, if you don't know exactly what you're doing. So when I say look at what I'm doing in this video, I literally mean look exactly at what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And also, you have no lives if you die. That's it. There's no checkpoints, there's nothing like that. You have to restart. The entire premise of the game mode is basically you have these random loot boxes, and so you have to get through the mansion full of traps and all that, and you have to beat the boss. You have to still have enough supplies at the end to beat the boss. It is a little bit luck-based, because sometimes you can have the perfect playthrough and the boxes just either don't spawn or don't give you what you need. I mean, I've had playthroughs where I've only had like all heals and nothing else. So you really have to try to use the environment as much as possible against the enemies, and you'll see what I mean. There's plenty of examples for this. Alright, anyway, so let's start it up here. I'll look up at the sky first. Ooh, so mysterious. I love that red moon, and it's really creepy. I love it. Anyway, let's move on. I kind of take a moment to appreciate that. Yeah, so here we go. Sometimes we got lucky here. The box doesn't always spawn out here, so we actually get pretty lucky. We get a green, which is a 2-star, and yeah, the quality of the loot is indicated by the boxes, the stars that you see. Alright, so here, run between the pillar and the enemy. Don't stop. If you want to get this, you have to be really quick, because there's an enemy coming down the stairs. So hug the pillar and just move on. And when you go through this door, do not stop running. Absolutely do not stop. There is a guy coming in behind you, and you want to close the door in his face. We're being super rude today. I actually died here on purpose to show you guys what these little angels are. They're basically when you die and you drop a random piece of loot. Only one though. Right there behind me, the red box, you can see it only has 1 tape strip, and it's actually a bomb. Right there in the corner, there's no spawn, there's no box this time. That's unlucky. Anyway, wait for this guy to come through the trap. We're doing good. We got a shotgun and a burner so far. And there we go. He's dealt with. As I was saying about the boxes, you really have to be careful, because some of the boxes are... They only have 1 strip of tape as like at the bottom, as opposed to the normal ones. And you can hear the ticking inside, so you gotta be careful. Those are explosives. No box at the crate. We're just gonna run downstairs and slash away at this nest. You have to be really, really quick here, because there's an enemy spawning behind you. You have to move as soon as it's done. And close the door in his face. Basement full of traps. Just run over the first one. Avoid the second one. We're going to use that in a moment. And run over the third one. There you go. Right, in here. Don't worry. Just get that. We got the essence of defense, I think. Don't worry about the guy on the floor. He will not get up. We actually get lucky and we get a chest here. And we get the Albert. That is pretty good. That is pretty good. It's the best handgun you can get, I'd say. Anyway, here, just run left and turn the corner. Do not stop. And as you can see, that trap will take out that guy. Anyway, we're gonna do the same thing over here. We're gonna open the door. Spawn this little fella. And sometimes there's no boxes here. Like I said, sometimes the boxes don't spawn at all. I'm going to be showing you, whenever I do that knife stab, it's basically implying that there can be a box that spawns there, but it didn't. So when I do the double knife stab in a direction where I look somewhere and there's nothing there, you know why I do it. Anyway, yeah, we had the trap deal with the monster, super easy. Alright, here you have to be really, really careful. You tap the door, open, and move to the side. We have to avoid this guy. We are not going to be dealing with him at all. So we wait for him to come around the corner. When he does that roar, we run around the table. And crouch. Because the idea here is to wait for his puking animation to finish. Because when that happens, we can run around. But we have to kind of work our way towards there. Wait, don't turn the corner. If you turn the corner at the wrong time, the puke can still hit you. So stay on the side of the table. Anyway, he finished his puke. We are safe to run by and close the door on him. Let's just continue onward. Sometimes there's a box here. It didn't spawn that time. So under the stairs, make sure to check that. Take that, stupid bag. In here, you might be tempted. You might be like, ooh, there's a chest there. Oh my god. But watch out. There's actually a tripwire there. I don't know if you guys can see that. Now, luckily, we have a burner, which means we can actually take it out from here. So you angle yourself like this and go through. I was a little careful there because I couldn't see it. Alright, grenade launcher. The grenade launcher, just throwing it out there, it is good. I would take it and use it on something, whatever, whether it's a monster or something you can't get by, because unless you get a lucky drop, there's supposed to be a chest there, by the way, but there wasn't. Unless you get a lucky drop, you can't really do much with the grenade launcher, so unless you get additional grenade rounds, I would say just use it. Alright, this is pretty simple. Just kite this guy into all the traps. He'll take himself out on the second trap. Aw, poor fella. Okay. So there we have the box there. Very nice. I missed the first step. Right through that hole is where we can usually take out the trap if we don't have a flamethrower. Or burner, as they like to call it in this game. Now this room has a very interesting strat. I think this is the playthrough where I mess it up a little bit. So we want to wait here, make sure that that guy spawns and heads towards the trap. We pop this guy in the head. I actually didn't kill that first guy. But yeah, the idea is to kill that guy with one shot and then stab the other guy once and they should both be dead. But I missed here, so I have to shoot him again. And I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? Yeah, stab and he's actually dead. It just takes a while to die. So yeah, really it shouldn't take more than a shotgun shell in this room to get out. And you have to kill the enemies in here because you're locked in. Okay, now I'm thinking about what I should do here. I'm gonna drop the Essence of Defense, because really that's just... we're not gonna take that much damage anyway. And I end up taking the... there's a box there sometimes. It did not spawn at all. When you go through this door, turn around quickly and slam the door in that guy's face. He's gonna be making some noise, because he wants to come through and bite us, but we can't have that, you know? Just slice away at this thing. As I said, when you go through that other door, be really careful because that guy does drop down from the ceiling and he does surprise you. Anyway, nothing in here. In here, there can be two boxes sometimes. I think I try to figure out what to do here. I'm like, I'm just gonna leave the herb. Trap up there. I'm sure you can notice it. The idea is to turn around, slowly back away, until we hear that noise, and then we just turn and run forward, and we basically avoid it at all times. Super easy to deal with. Alright, we're approaching what I like to call the Fool's Gold room. We're kind of peeking up here and we see, ooh man, look at all these crates, holy shit. But there's a better way to deal with this. They're actually all trapped. Some people like to shoot the lasers and mess around. I just step on the plate and I jump down. So you have to be really careful. Make sure to not land on that top step, otherwise you will get your head blown off. So make sure to jump down all the way. Sometimes there's two boxes in here. We got lucky this time, we got one. There's a shotgun there, so what I actually decide to do is I decide to leave my other shotgun. You kind of have to do this a few times in this mode, because you just don't have enough item space. You have to work with the supplies you have, so sometimes if you... I've been known to drop weapons when I run out of ammo for them, and if I know I'm gonna get another one. So it's something smart you can do, or if you don't... like, let's say you have... Oh, Jack is getting wrecked. Yeah, let's say you have no shotgun shells. You might as well just drop the shotgun, you know. Alright, crouch underneath this thing. We're gonna turn around, because there's a guy that's gonna be coming up here, and he's gonna get a bullet storm in his face. There you go. Yeah, make sure to crouch under the lasers. Now this room has a ton of traps and turrets, so there's several ways to deal with this room, but I like to do it this way. Hold on, I check the inventory. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, I actually get rid of the 2 first aid meds. That might seem weird, but trust me. The steroids are worth it. Alright, so we run over here next to this guy. I use the flamer, I use the burner, I think, to take out this trap. So yeah, you take out that trap, crouch. I don't know why that turret targets us, but it does. There is another trap over there on the pool table, but I think the turret has taken it out. I think in my second playthrough it doesn't take it out, so you can see what I mean. So you want to run in there and trigger the guys like I did. Be very careful, just make them spawn. And just kind of close the door on them and some magic is going to happen in there. It sounds like they're having a party in there, alright. Yeah, basically the turrets clean it all up nicely for us. We don't have to waste a single bullet or risk ourselves. So we just run through. There's no... there's supposed to be a box there. It did not spawn this time. I'm still thinking about what to do, because I have a room here. Should always check this room, because there's usually a bunch of supplies, sometimes a chest. Now for this next part, I'm just kind of preparing you guys. What am I doing? Oh, I'm actually choosing to inject the steroid because I decide that I need to use this gunpowder to create the enhanced handgun bullets, which, by the way, if you can make them, if you have gunpowder or strong chem fluids, always try to make the enhanced handgun ammo. They're like the best thing you can get. Anyway, be careful here. You want to stand over here by the barrel. Don't back up too much because there's a turret behind you. You don't want that thing shooting at you. So the idea is to... There's actually 2 things you can do. You can shoot the barrel and then shoot this one guy and kill him. Or you can make him go downstairs, which I'm going to show you in my second playthrough of this, because I told you guys... Damn, this guy took 3 shots. That's insane. Yeah, I was a little bit irritated at him, but... yeah, you can. I'll show you in the second playthrough because I said I would include 2. Okay, so the bathroom has... There can be 2 boxes. We only got 1, but I'll take it. Let's see what I think. I'm still thinking about the space here. I think I actually decide to discard that shotgun. Yeah, I discard the shotgun in the favor of more shots. So... Right here, a lot of people wonder how the hell you do this part. A lot of people like to shoot the stairs, go through the stairs and shoot the thing. But you can actually just drop down in between the wires as long as you're positioned in the middle. And you'll be fine. So down here, we'll just check, see what else we get. I think I decide to drop the yellow chem fluid because we're looking for the strong ones now. I don't want to sacrifice anything else I have right now. Always check down here. I'm sure you can hear the ticking. That's a bomb. We want to avoid that. Yeah, like I said, watch out for single layer tape boxes. You see this one? This one has multiple layers, but the boxes with the explosives only have single layer. Alright, this is really good because we get more enhanced handgun ammo. So here you want to trigger these doors. There's actually 2 traps by the door. So you want to just briefly step on it and run away. Same here. Briefly sidestep and run away. Be very careful because sometimes even though you're running fast, it can still catch you. So yeah, be extremely careful when you disarm this room. Alright, sometimes, like I said, there can be 2 boxes in there. One is always explosive, but the trap will take care of it. Here we got a stabilizer. Now, unlike the steroids, a stabilizer you can use straight away because it doesn't really offer anything. It just kind of increases your reload speed, whereas a steroid actually functions as a full heal. So if you want to hold on to the steroid, if you have room, I'd say hold on to it, but if you have to sacrifice it for something else, then just use it, you know. Anyway, for this room, what I do is I take out the barrel, and when we come over here, there's going to be a guy that spawns behind us, so we have to deal with him. There's actually a trap on the ceiling light. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I don't think he's going to spawn into it, and I'm trying to kind of use my shotgun ammo here. I'm trying to waste it deliberately because I want to drop the shotgun. So yeah, that's why I'm doing it this way. But you can actually either lure him into the trap, which I do on my second attempt of this later on in the video, or you can just run to the door and shoot the light when he's underneath it. Shoot the trap on the light. But yeah, I use the shotgun because I need space and I'm trying to deliberately free myself of some items. So I use another steroid there. I'm thinking about what I want to do here. I'm actually in kind of a... I'm in a good position. I mean, I have the Magnum, I have a lot of things. Okay, now this part is very interesting. You want to make sure that you always have an item slot here, and as you can see, I don't have it. So I'm thinking like, what the heck do I do with it? I actually decide to drop the shotgun because I only have one shot left. We need the key. And the idea here is you're going to get trapped in the room with enemies that you have to kill. So as soon as you tap the door when you have the key, turn around, run back towards the turret. You want to crouch next to the turret, just not close enough so it can hit you. I've done that a few times, it shot me in the butt. Anyway, just wait for the turret to take care of these guys. You can help them, you can help the turret a little bit by shooting some of the smaller guys if you want to, but you don't have to. I just want to show you guys here that you can do this part without really taking any, using a bullet or even taking any damage really. So we're just gonna wait for this, yeah, he's dead. Just gonna wait for the turret to do its damage. Watch out because he explodes, so you always want to avoid them when they explode. And we're free. Mind the traps on the way out. You don't want to go too far to the left. Now this part can be a little bit tricky. So there's two tripwires here, and you want to go up to the second one. As soon as you hear the crouching enemies, walk back. And we want to shoot the second tripwire. Make sure they're both underneath it before you shoot. I actually choose to shoot this one instead. I don't know why I do that. Because I want to get rid of some of the burner ammo, I think. So yeah, we take them both out. The burner is pretty decent against Marguerite, but it's not really anything you want to hold on to if you have better things. Anyway, this is really tricky. We're going to have a bunch of those jumping molded, which are the worst, the four-legged ones. What I like to do is I just shoot them with the enhanced ammo Albert. Actually, you can just use the regular ammo Albert as well. So you take them out, try to see... I'm a little bit paranoid. I wasn't sure if they died there, so you can make them jump into the tripwire, but it's tricky because they're smart. Sometimes they'll jump through it, sometimes they won't. So I just like to shoot them. Alright, now when you open this door, be really careful. There is a trap. There's a tripwire right down the middle. I'm sure you can see the line. It's pretty thick. So, I'm thinking about what to do here. Yeah, first of all, I'm just gonna trigger the enemies in here. You want to make them spawn? But by here, you gotta make sure you hear the ooey gooey sound. And they'll take care of themselves, and the trap. And that should give you a free passage to the room exit. So just leave the house. I don't remember if I actually managed to do this. There's like a little glitch, or it's not a glitch, but it's something you can do to make life a lot easier for yourself. You want to crouch around this trailer, around the side, but like I said, I don't remember if it's this playthrough that I messed it up a little. I think the next one I managed to do it, but I don't know about this one. Peek around the corner. Just enough so you hear that guy spawn. You want to shoot that. Shoot the bottom one. And just shoot the third one. And the 3 tripwires that you shoot should be able to kill him. So just wait for his explosion. Don't go yet. There we go. Alright. Now you run. And if you ran up a little bit further, you would have had a ton of molded to deal with as well. So basically you just zip through the gate and the molded should not follow you all the way through. So you're pretty much home free now. It's just dealing with the boss fight now. There is a ton, be warned, there is a ton of traps in here. A ton of traps and a ton of tripwires, so don't go wandering around too much. The idea is, if you're lucky, Marguerite will walk into a few of them herself and basically help you kill her. Couple of boxes up here usually. We got kind of unlucky, we only got 1, but that's okay. Like I said, it's weird because some playthroughs, a lot of boxes don't spawn at all. Sometimes you get all of them, and sometimes you just get everything. Like you could get a ton of handgun ammo and you don't even have a handgun. So yeah, you really have to try to use whatever you get to the best ability you have, and that's why I'm taking as little damage as possible. Alright, be really careful here. I think there is a trap over there on the other side of the table. That's why I kind of creep around and I'm being really paranoid. This is really good. We got more Magnum ammo. I actually think, I'm not even sure, but I don't know if I end up using the Magnum. I'm thinking now in retrospect, if I'd used it, I could have killed her so much quicker here, but I think I forgot about it. Anyway, there's a trap there. Be really mindful of that. There's another box over there. We're gonna go get that. I'm being paranoid because I know there's a trap around here, but I'm unsure where it is. Kind of peek around really carefully. I'm being really, really paranoid, and I was like, I'll go for it. Alright. So yeah, it's actually very rare to get a Magnum and Magnum ammo. Yeah, I decided to discard the chem fluid because we have nothing to mix it with anyway. So we're pretty much ready for this fight. We have the Albert, we have enhanced handgun, we have the Magnum. Now the strategy for Marguerite is to carefully peek up the stairs, just like this, until she triggers, and then you just want to shoot her. Bam! Bam! In the head. I think I missed the 4th shot. It's a shame that I had to reload there, but yeah, that's one of the drawbacks with the Albert. Strats for this fight is go out there, go underneath this wire, and in here there's a turret. This turret is going to do some heavy work on Marguerite, so we want to run underneath here in this corner. Be really careful though, because there's an explosive. I actually think I make a mistake here. The explosive ends up almost killing me, which is very rare, because usually Marguerite trips it and she kind of takes a lot of damage from it, so that's why I'm deciding not to shoot it. You can shoot it if you want to. I should have probably shot it if I had known. Anyway, I make a mistake here. I decide to try to use the flamer. I have no clue why I'm using the flamer when I have all that Magnum ammo at my disposal. Like I said, very poor execution on my end, so don't make my mistakes. You're watching this video because you don't want to make my mistakes, right? But you also want to learn from me. Okay, so yeah. I'm just kind of waiting her out. I'm trying to see where she is. Hopefully, it's not... If she goes wandering off, don't worry about it. Because it's good. There it is, there it is. I thought I was dead there. I thought I was so dead. I was panicking, just mashing the heal button. But yeah, like I said, that's a mistake I don't repeat in the second fight. The second playthrough fight works a lot better for me. Yeah, this one was pretty sloppy. I actually don't know how I managed to kill her. So yeah, don't be scared to let her wander off. It's good. She might set off a few traps for herself. I'm waiting here because this is a safe corner, and whenever she comes out, I can have the turret help me. So shoot her in the head, and when you shoot her in the nasty lady bits, in the vagina. Ooh. Yeah, but when you can't see that, you shoot the head, obviously. There it is, nice and... She's placing herself nicely there. That's nasty. Can't stop staring at it, oh god. And there we go. We actually killed her. I have no clue how I killed her so quickly with just using the Albert. Keep in mind, like I said, I never touched the Magnum. If I did, I could have probably killed her insanely quickly, so a mistake on my end. Do not move when you kill her, because there's always a risk that you could set off a trap or walk into a turret, so it's just best to stay put. And there, the game will end. Let's check out our final score. Ethan survived. Completion time, 21 minutes and 37 seconds. And here is the second attempt. Doing my little knife thing there, showing off, you know. We get no first box spawn, that's pretty unlucky, but we still get the second one. I guess 1 out of 2 is not too bad. I have literally had playthroughs where I only got... Well, I got none of them. Alright, same thing as here. Run through between the box, between the pillar and the monster. If you want to get the box, you gotta make sure to be really quick. If there's 2, I recommend saving 1 for later, because remember, you can always come back here later when you have the key and you're heading out towards the greenhouse. Alright, same as usual, just run through here, nothing special. I check the corner, there's no box there either, and I'm thinking, oh man, I'm already missing out on like 2 boxes. But it's okay, it's alright. Get a chem fluid and a handgun. It's not too bad. Wait for this guy to trigger the trap. Always works. So yeah, really this is kind of a luck-based game, but you can eliminate a lot of... It's kind of good that I'm showing you 2 playthroughs, because I show you guys different spawn sets, I get different loot, I get different items, and I'm showing you that despite making mistakes, I can still make it through. And so I'm giving you 2 separate examples. But yeah, it is really a luck-based game. You can end up with a playthrough with all heals. I've had plenty of playthroughs where I had a ton of ammo for a certain gun and I just never got the gun. I've had playthroughs where I just got a ton of heals and nothing else. So there's only so much you can do, but trust me, there is still a lot of things you can do with what you're given. Because, think about it, compare this to normal videos that you might see of Ethan Must Die. People might actually end up using a lot more ammo. But we are avoiding so much ammo consumption and damage right now. Sometimes it's even so bad that I have to kind of prioritize which items I'm gonna take, so I throw away some stuff, you know, like I decide to... I do this thing... Oh, that's a bomb. I decide to leave it, because you can hear the ticking and you can see the strip. But yeah, I have to several times decide to leave ammo, or if I don't have the gun, or I have to leave a gun because, well, why should I use it if I can, you know, just throw away the gun and get a full shotgun? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's down to that level. It's literally a case of, oh, I have 2 handguns, I'm gonna use all the bullets in one handgun and get rid of the other one. Anyway. I was struggling to open the door here, I'm not sure why. I just kind of wait him out a little bit. I don't remember if it's this playthrough where I take damage from him? Maybe not? We'll see. So yeah, same as always. Be careful of his puke, sometimes it can glitch through the walls, that's why I'm being really careful there where I go. I was a little bit lucky there, he did the lunge, the melee lunge, which is ridiculously easy to dodge. So you can either get lucky and get that attack that he does, and then you can just know you can run by, or you can just wait for the puke animation to just about finish. Alright, so we got a little lucky here. I got the box spawn underneath the stairs. I decided to use a strong chem fluid for the sake of getting a full heal, but really I could have just as well used it for enhanced handgun ammo. It's just that, really, if you think about it, there's not always need to wait, because what would happen if I went through the playthrough and I didn't get any gunpowder? Alright, just wait for this guy to kill himself. Yeah, it's an interesting game mode. I think this one is trapped. Yeah, it's a trapped box. And right there is where you can peek through. I don't think I showed you in the last playthrough because I used the burner, but yeah, right there is where you can peek through if you want to shoot the trap from the other side. Okay. Yeah, as I said, I never really got too much into Ethan Must Die. When I first played it, I thought it was just annoying. But I'm really enjoying, I was really enjoying the game mode when I got back to it later, and I think I developed a lot of, interesting strats that helped me make this game mode a whole lot easier. I have heard several people comment and say, oh man, I almost had platinum if it wasn't for Ethan Must Die. So yeah, there's ways to work around it. Alright, if you guys remember last playthrough I did, I kind of screwed this up a little bit. As I said, the idea here is to get the one dude to walk into the trap while you kill the other dude with one shot, and then you just stab the other one with the other. And it's just so easy. All it takes is one shotgun shell. There you go, they're both dead. Kablammer, just like that. It's all about really being smart. A lot of people see these traps and the turrets as, oh man, they're hindrances. Close the door on that guy's face. They're hindrances, but if you know how to work it, you can really use everything in this game mode to your advantage. You know, I don't really consider them obstacles. They're my friends. The turrets are my bros, man. The turrets are my bros. They help me in the darkest of times. Okay, so I decided to make another full heal here, purely due to consuming, to inventory preservation. I want to make sure I have as many inventory slots as possible. Alright, same as always, back up till you hear the sound, run forward, and then turn around. Trust me though, I might make this look easy, but it's not as easy as it looks, because the smallest mistake and you're done for. If you forget something, if you get absent-minded, if you underestimate something, it can all go very wrong. And enemies do a lot more damage in this mode as well. It's not like normal mode difficult. I think they do Madhouse equivalent of damage, so pretty much one hit and you're dead. Now this is why it's good to have the steroids, because the steroids do increase your max health, and especially if you've taken a lot of damage, it's very nice to pop a steroid and know that you're gonna have maxed out health, and on top of that, increase your health pool. Alright, just crouch underneath, let the turret do the thing that it does. Just trying to stab this. I think I actually got a survival knife here, which is also another interesting thing to get, because I can get rid of the old knife. This one is much better. It takes maybe 13 stabs. Take out the trap. Yeah. It takes 13 stabs with a regular knife to kill, to destroy a nest, but with the other one, with the survival knife, it takes 3 stabs. It's ridiculously good. Alright, now here, this is a little bit funny. I was trying to close the door, and for some reason it wasn't working, so I freaked out and I was like, oh god, back off. And I ended up opening the door too soon here, because I thought they were all dead. I made a massive mistake there. The guy behind me, he was lurking behind the door, he's still alive, so that's why it's good to wait a little bit longer, even if you think that they're dead, because you don't want someone slapping your ass like that. That's just rude. It's just rude. Okay. I don't know why I leave the bathroom box. I think I want to deal with this part first. So here, this is what I was talking about last time in my first playthrough. You can either shoot the other guy or aim, and he falls down the stairs. The enemies in RE7 are basically scripted to kind of try to dodge when you aim at them. So if you aim at them, they'll spaz out and go, oh god, I need to strength! And he fell down the stairs. So it's pretty funny. It looks kind of funny. He triggers a few tripwires down there though, so keep that in mind. You will not have as many tripwires to use against the enemies. Alright, I'm just making my way downtown. Alright, I'm gonna get into this room. I can't even talk anymore. It's like 2 AM. I'm sitting here commentating on this. Oh god, what am I doing with my life? No, but on a side note, it feels really good to do pre-recorded content again. It feels pretty cool. I'm gonna be doing a lot more Resident Evil videos alongside of streaming. Okay, so yeah, we have only one wire still, but still be careful when you jump down. Check the garage. There might be something. I think there is. But it's X-ray glasses. X-ray glasses are cool at the start. Same with the speed boots or the defensive items. It's just really something to get until you pick up something better. But if you know how to play, if you have all these evasive strats, it is very pointless to keep these things around. They just basically eat up space. So here I'm trying to decide what to do. I actually decide to ditch the herb and in favor of the gunpowder, because trigger the door carefully, watch what I'm doing, because the enhanced handgun ammo is pretty important. We already had a ton of heals, so it's redundant to take even more. I decide to leave that defense item. We don't need it because we're gonna need a... I hope I don't take this strong chem fluid. No, I don't. Okay, I'm playing it smart. Because I'm gonna need a space. I'm actually gonna need an item slot here in order to be able to pick up the key. Alright, I play it smart here. I managed to get the guy to blow himself up in the trap, but it can be very finicky. In my last playthrough, I chose to use the shotgun because I wanted to deplete the ammo so that I could free up the space by dropping the shotgun later. Pretty smart, you know, if you have to do that. But you can also just shoot the... You can just walk around to the other side, right there where I'm looking right now, and just shoot the wire, shoot the trap on the lamp. Alright, same here. We wanna... burner fuel is like, burner fuel? Heck no! I don't even... No. Better things out there. Yeah, so I decide to just pick up the key and trigger this event. Same as last time, just crouch next to your little bullet buddy here. He's I decided to help him a little bit with my machine gun because honestly I plan to get rid of the machine gun. The machine gun is really weak. I would not keep it around unless you want to like blow up traps or help the turrets deal additional damage. It's really, really pointless. I'm blocking a little bit. I'm getting paranoid. He's like, no, God, sir, please don't puke in my face. Right, there you go. Blow up. Be really careful when those things die. They will blow up, so don't get close to them. Alright, there you go. Get rid of the machine gun. Sayonara. Go around, get the strong chem fluid. What am I looking at? Oh. Oh, that's right. The grenade launcher. That's another thing as well. I'm pretty sure I talked about it in my last playthrough. I can't remember what I said earlier in the video. But there is a... The grenade launcher takes up a lot of space. Okay, yeah, as you can see, one of the tripwires is missing. The grenade launcher takes up a lot of space. It's nice, don't get me wrong, it does a lot of damage. But unless you get lucky and you get a chest or a drop with neuro rounds or grenade rounds or flame rounds, it's pointless to hold on to it. So I just use it. I actually decide to use it. I decide to try to lure those things out, and then I just decide, to hell with it, I'm just gonna use the grenade launcher on them. So that works really well because those four-legged molded tend to jump around and they're very frustrating. They actually do a lot of damage, even if you block. Okay, so I dropped the handgun. As I said earlier, if you have two handguns, leave the best one for later and use the weaker one. Just remember to not reload. Because you don't want to reload, you just want to deplete the ammo to get the ammo out of it, and then you can just toss it out. There we go, I toss a handgun, I toss a grenade launcher. Pretty smart, huh? I'm still checking something, I'm not sure what I'm thinking there. It's kind of hard to figure out. So when you're commentating on a video, you have to think, oh god, what was I thinking? The enemies weren't spawning here, so I had to like pop out a few times. Just wait for the sort of squishy, meaty sound, and then you know they're coming. Just let them take care of business, and you have this clear shot for the front door. Here's the strategy I was talking about last playthrough, which I thought I failed, but I didn't. So it's very precise. The idea is, as I said, again, peek around the trailer, but only just enough to hear the fat guy spawning. Do not go further, because what happens then is you will spawn up to 6 additional molded, and that's just not something you want to deal with, because, like I said, one hit and you're dead. Pretty much one hit. Sometimes 2. Right, so just wait till you hear him. Shoot the I like to start with the bottom one because it makes sure that he can't dodge. So yeah, just wait for one of them. Make sure he's not in any recovery frame. And he's dead. There you go. He blew. He went kablammer all over the place. Okay, clear shot. Now, if you think about this playthrough compared to the last one, see, this is the beauty of having 2 examples of this difficult mode, because I actually got these back to back, I think. I did these 2 playthroughs back to back, so... Ooh, we got 2 boxes up here, that's pretty lucky. Yeah, anyway, back to back. Really good because it shows that... Look at how much less stuff I have for this playthrough. I was like, how the hell am I gonna do this? You know, I have 1 shotgun shell, a few handgun bullets, and that's it. Whereas last time I had the Magnum, which I didn't even use, I had the burner, I had a Albert handgun, I had so much stuff. So yeah, I'm kind of in a really peculiar situation right now, and I'm very uncertain. I'm thinking, what the hell, how do I do this? But as you can see, we actually managed to pull through. I'm just gonna peek around this corner. Still know there's a trap around here somewhere. There's a tripwire. I think it's between the table and the fireplace. I'm trying to pick up this handgun and I'm like, it's not working. Why the heck isn't the prompt appearing? I was trying to back up and wiggle and it just wasn't working, and there you go, it finally gave in. So that earned me a few extra handgun bullets. I'm gonna creep our way to the other room. I'm still being very paranoid. I don't think I need to worry that much. I think it's pretty much a clear shot. We got a chest here. Let's see what we get. Oh, enhanced handgun ammo. As I said, these are such a blessing in this. Well, not just in this mode actually, but in any RE7 playthrough. Alright, just peek in carefully. So unlucky that I had to reload the shotgun there. I could have gotten so many shots off on her. But we got enough damage. Just same as always, run around the corner, crouch underneath the trap. And I think in this playthrough, see, I'm still looking at that corner. You see where the 3-star chest is. There's still a tripwire up there. But yeah, I think in this playthrough... Oh, she grabs me here. I don't know how she did that. That was annoying. In this playthrough, I think I managed to get her to set off the trap above me, so I can show you why it can be a good thing to have her set it off. As I said, or as you probably saw, in the last playthrough, I kind of screwed it up. She jumped into it and it damaged me so badly. Just shoot her in the old vagina. That is nasty, lady. You should not be flaunting your stuff like that. That's not very ladylike. Look at her, she's just literally giving us a free shot. Alright, I'm kind of waiting for her. Biding my time. I'm thinking, why the hell do I have flamer fuel? I can't even do anything with it. And there you go. She set off a trap somewhere, so she hurt herself pretty bad. Get her off a few times there. Pretty nice damage. And there it is! Look! Look at how quickly we got her down this time, with a lot less supplies than last time. So it just goes to show, guys, that even with the absolute minimum amount of supplies, you still have so much that you can work with. And I actually, come to think of it, I didn't even take out the box to my right. So yeah, damn, we survived, and we actually got a much better time. 18 minutes and 6 seconds. That's pretty impressive, huh? Anyway guys, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy Resident Evil content and lore and story playthroughs of Resident Evil. I plan to upload a lot of lore videos, challenge runs, and strategy videos. And also, if you enjoy live streams, make sure to follow me at twitch.tv/catastrophe. I hope I get to see you guys there. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment in the video if you enjoyed. Thank you, and goodbye.